Hello crafties, welcome to another tutorial. My name is Infiniti and today I am here with another Tunisian crochet stitch. So today's stitch is the Tunisian reverse stitch, and I did a row of the Tunisian simple stitch at the end just so you guys can see the very marked difference between the stitches. So the Tunisian reverse stitch is it looks like ribbing, honestly. So without further ado, I'm just going to dive right into the tutorial. We're going to toss this swatch to the side. So to begin, you can cast on, wow, I said cast on. I guess it is casting on. Anyway, you want to cast on, you can cast on in any increment of stitches you want. I have 18 stitches here, and so I am ready to go. So if you are unfamiliar with that, I do have a tutorial back on my channel on how to get started with Tunisian crochet. So first things first, we are going to chain one. So I like to kind of move my stitches a little closer together, makes them easier for me to work with. You're going to want to chain one, so we're going to yarn over and we're going to pull that chain through that first loop. Okay, and then we're going to yarn over and pull through two, basically doing a returning pass all the way across this row. Alright, so once you have your stitches done on your first row, what we're going to do that makes this stitch so much different than the Tunisian simple stitch is that we're going to be working in the back of our work. So it helps to turn over your work and kind of look at it, and let's zoom in and see if that helps a little bit. I want to grab a stitch marker because they can be kind of tricky to see. But you want to work into these like vertical bars on the back side of your work, and sometimes you want to just like pluck them up. Well, not pluck them, but kind of pick them out and see where they are located. So we're going to be working into these guys. So what we want to do is go ahead and zoom back out. We want to skip the first bar, okay? And you can also see these stitches by pulling apart on the front side as well. But you don't want to go into this first bar as normal. We're going to skip that, and we're going to work into the second one. See how I just went in on the back? And we're going to pull up our loop like normal. And we're going to do that all the way across. So again, if you need to stretch out these stitches to see that, I find no issue with it. Basically, when you get to the end of your row, you should have the same number of stitches that you cast on. So I should have 18 stitches when I get to the end. then working into this last stitch like so. And I like to always count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Awesome. So that is the end of row 2. So now we want to do our normal returning pass. So we're going to chain 1. And we're going to make that pass until we get back at the other end. Okay, and we're just going to repeat that process over and over again until we get a decent enough a decent enough sample. So what I'm going to do is work up a couple more rows, so again you can see what that textured result looks like, and then we can bind off. Alright, so now I have a little piece of a rectangle here that I'm going to call my swatch, and now we're going to bind off. So binding off is super easy. You just don't want all these gappy spaces at the top of your work. So what you're going to do is insert your hook into the front of that bar, and you're just going to slip stitch, pulling through both of those loops. And you're going to do that all the way across. Now, a little bit of a, well, maybe not a pro tip, but if you're doing a smaller project, I noticed that you can use some of the furls hooks, like the regular hooks, to do some Tunisian stitches, but they do actually have Tunisian stitches that Tunisian hooks that I plan to test out. So I look forward to that relatively soon. Alright, and slip stitch that last one. Make sure you got your whole strand of yarn there, like so. And you're just going to chain one. And this is where I will snip my yarn. I hope today's tutorial was helpful for you. If so, go ahead, leave me a thumbs up. Ring that notification bell so you never miss out on these cool Tunisian Tuesdays. Also, it helps YouTube to recommend my videos to more people. Don't forget to check out my other social media. I am on pretty much everything except Snapchat. I thought about it. I don't know yet. And until next time, guys, happy making.